What's poppin'? My name is Duckhead, and today I'd like to make a statement. And I think that there is nothing controversial about this statement. There is no reason this statement shouldn't happen. I think it's like a net positive thing for Dead by Daylight. And that is the 2v8 mode that they're coming out with in July should be fucking permanent. This shit should stay in Dead by Daylight. Alright? And let me explain my reasoning. So, first of all, let me think of why anyone would argue that the 2v8 mode should not be permanent. Let's think about that. The only reason I can come up with is that it would split the player base. But I think that this is not accurate. This is inaccurate. And the reason is, during the Chaos Shuffle mode, I did not play Chaos Shuffle one time. I didn't play it. Not because I didn't like it, not because I didn't think it was good. I just didn't get around to playing it, right? I wanted to play it, I just didn't get around to playing it. The entire time I was just playing the basic, like the vanilla game mode, right? The regular one before we could use your own perks. During that entire time, my queue times were fine. They did not change. I was getting matches as a killer very quickly. Survivor, it took a little longer. But it did not change. Like, it did not change from when Chaos Shuffle wasn't a thing to when we were in the midst of Chaos Shuffle. And Chaos Shuffle was wildly fucking successful. Wildly popular. Like, almost universally praised by people. Like, every fucking person, everybody is seen in Dead by Daylight. Every streamer was streaming that game mode. And I didn't play the game mode once, and my queue times were fine. So I don't buy this argument, if anyone wants to argue that a 2v8 mode would split the player base. Now, let me go into my reasonings as to why 2v8 mode should be permanent. First of all, it is an actual casual mode. It is actually casual. What have people been complaining about in Dead by Daylight, right? People have been complaining about that this shit's too fucking sweaty. People, it's just too competitive, right? People don't even like the competitive scene. They hate how Dead by Daylight, every single game feels like a struggle, whatever side you play, killer or survivor. This would be an actual casual game mode. Because I think they already came out and said that there's going to be no perks. Like, no, killers aren't going to be able to bring perks, and survivors are not going to be able to bring perks, right? So, you aren't going to be able to bring perks. You aren't going to worry about all these sweaty, crazy builds. It's just going to be pure fucking chaos. It would actually be a casual mode. And I'm assuming that they're not going to put skill-based matchmaking in it. Because you'd have to get 10 people of similar MMR. So really, it wouldn't really make sense to have skill-based matchmaking in the 2v8 mode. Because it would make queue times too fucking long, right? If you're trying to find 10 people of the same MMR. That's retarded, right? So, more than likely, they're not going to make this shit skill-based matchmaking. So this would be an actual casual mode. Actually casual. I highly doubt, and I'm not trying to superimpose my beliefs on the Dead by Daylight community. I just highly doubt that people are going to be sweating their balls off in this game mode. It's going to be too ridiculous too. You're going to be chasing like 3 survivors at one time. 2 killers are going to be beating the ass of fucking 1 survivor. It's just going to be too much going on, right? I don't think people are going to sweat their balls off. It's just going to be too chaotic. Just too much chaotic fun. Second, it would allow killers, people who play killer, right, to do something that they've wanted to do for a long time in Dead by Daylight, and that's play with their friend, right? Even though it's only 2 people, you can still play killer with somebody else. For a long ass time in Dead by Daylight, at least my friends and I, we talked about, oh goddamn, it would be so cool if we could play fucking killer, right, together, and we can beat like the ass of like multiple survivors. That would be so fucking cool. And now they have that opportunity to where that can happen. Texas Chainsaw Massacre was so fun because you could play killer with your friends. That's why I personally enjoyed it. I hated playing family. Family was boring as fuck. With fucking killer, you could play Leatherface with your friends, and someone else could play Johnny, someone else could play Sissy, etc., etc. It was just really fun to play with your friends. And now Dead by Daylight has that opportunity. So that's like a more of an attraction point to Dead by Daylight because you can play killer with a friend, right? I think that would bring a lot of people who, well, it would bring people who quit Dead by Daylight, who dropped Dead by Daylight, it would bring them back, at least to check this shit out, right? And they may even stay because it's actually just ridiculous, chaotic fun, and they can play killer with their friend. Moving on, I'd like to talk about what I'd like to see from the 2v8 mode itself. Number one, no skill-based matchmaking. I don't want skill-based matchmaking in this fucking mode. Alright? And maybe this is a meaningless point because, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, They did not have skill-based matchmaking in Chaos Shuffle. They didn't have it in My Little Oni, and they did not have it in the Lights Out mode. So this is probably a meaningless point because they probably weren't going to put this in here anyway. But if they were thinking about it, please don't fucking do a behavior. Please. Because first of all, finding 10 people with the same MMR or MMR around the same level is going to make queue times fucking skyrocket. And then on top of that, it's going to lay the framework for this mode to become sweaty as fuck. And I really don't want to see this mode become sweaty as fuck, because I want to see this mode stick around. So please, no skill-based matchmaking, but I don't think they're going to add this shit anyway. Number 2, I'd like to be able to use any combination of killers I want to. So if my friend wants to play a Ghostface, I'll play a Hillbilly, we can do that. If my friend wants to play a fucking Nurse, I play a fucking Freddy, we can do that. Or a Sadako and a Spirit, Myers and a fucking Leatherface, we can do that. I don't think we're going to see that, and it's not because of balancing reasons, because the 2v8 mode is inherently unbalanced anyway. I just think it's because Dead by Daylight probably can't handle that shit. The netcode probably can't handle it. I mean, just fucking imagine a fucking Nemesis and a Wesker infects you like at the same fucking time. You probably fucking fly across the map, or like you fucking try to cleanse your goddamn your sickness versus a plague, and at the same time you're exposed by a ghost face. You fucking probably fall to the floor. Your console will fucking blow up, and there you'll just see a big ass mushroom cloud over the Dead by Daylight behavior headquarters in fucking Canada. So I don't think the game can handle that shit. I'd like to see it, but I don't think the game can handle it. But anyway, those are my arguments as to why I think the 2v8 mode should be permanent, and what I'd like to see from the 2v8 mode. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I don't usually say this, or actually I never say this shit because I think it's cringe. But I really do want you to share this fucking video. All right, I really do, and not because I want clout. I genuinely want this shit to catch on, and nobody's talking about a 2v8 mode being permanent. Nobody's talking about it. And if you don't want to share the video because you don't like me or whatever the fuck, at least bring it up on a forum, on a Reddit forum or the behavior forums, or at a dev, at a big YouTuber, ask a YouTuber in their comment section. If you see this video and you have your own YouTube channel, make a video on it. Like I really want this shit to gain traction. I really need this to be discussed, a serious discussion as to why a 2v8 mode should be permanent. I think it's positive for the future of Dead by Daylight. Fuck it, let's start a hashtag. Hashtag permanent 2v8 mode. Fuck it, let's start a hashtag if you want to. We need this shit to catch on. I really want this shit to catch on. I just think it would be really good for Dead by Daylight. Anyway, I'm out this bitch. Y'all have a good one. Bye! Gone.